for 30 years. I think they've sold over
25
million
million
sets. Look at all these knives you're getting for $59.95. I mean, this is insane. I don't even know what they're all called. There's so many specialty knives here, Deb. I mean, 2 slicers.
And now, see, these are the all-purpose slicers, the one that I just did the butternut squash with. But we can use it for bread. We can use it for tomatoes. Then we have our carving knife. This is the one we're going to use for our turkey.
Yay.
You get 4 steak knives. You get these shears. Wait till you see me just go right through a lobster shell.
Ooh.
Then this is my personal favorite, the chop and scoop.
Nice.
This thing minces garlic like nobody's business. Perfect for herbs. Then you get the Rockin' Chef. So it's like a large Santoku chef knife all in one. You get a cheese knife. You get a filet knife. You literally get a knife for every single job in the kitchen.
I think what's important to understand here is that these are fully forged.
They're fully forged.
These aren't stamped
They
handles.
are not stamped knives. What they do is they are forged at 2,000 degrees.
Which means the steel goes all the way through the handle.
And that's the full tang part. Forging is actually where they carve them and force them in the 2,000 degrees. And then when they have them sharp and thin as can be, they then put them in a nitrogen bath. And that's why they stay perfectly sharp forever. Nobody else is offering that kind of technology. No one else is doing 25 million sets of knives. And again, you saw me go through this butternut squash, and it's just like easy as like a hot knife through butter. Yeah. But then when I take my heirloom tomato, these are $4.99 a pound, Callie. I don't want a seed to come out. I want every single seed in my tomato.
Look at that.
You know, a sharp knife is the most important tool in the kitchen. Not only does it give you efficiency, it gives you, oh, I would need to cut you some bread so you can have this on it, but it makes the job easier. But a dull knife is very, very dangerous. And the best part about these knives, when we're coming into the cooking season, which is exactly what the holidays are, you have Thanksgiving, you have, you know, Hanukkah, you have Christmas, to be able to have knives that you never once have to hit a steel.
No, it's
never
true.
have to sharpen them.
There's
How
nothing
much
worse.
time and energy is that saving you?
We don't do it, and that's why we work with dull knives, and that's why we ended up cutting ourselves. I was talking to Emily, our new host, who's with us in the studio today, and we're talking about knives because we do so many great buys on knives, and I think most of us are used to thinking, I've got to spend 80 bucks on one great knife if it's going to be quality, and it is so not the case. It's quite incredible that we can do what we do, and I think a lot of us are guilty of not upgrading our knives. You've got like, oh, I've got a knife block, I'm fine. Do you? Is it okay? Are they really serving you? Or how about your kids?
Right.
My son just moved into his first apartment with his girl, and you know, and all of us with weddings and all of that happening in the holiday season. What a great gift this is. And they don't have to know you spent 60 bucks for 13 knives.
And the fact that I think the most important thing is that they've been around for 30 years. They have mastered the way they make these knives. These are not like any knives that you already own.
Gosh.
These knives never ever need sharpening. These knives come with a lifetime warranty. Do you get that? Lifetime replacement, even if you did something ridiculous. And on top of that, Callie, the coolest part is they can go in the dishwasher. Everything about these are people friendly. They're for people that have busy lives, which all of us have busy lives anymore. But did you see how I just cut through that turkey right next to the bone? I didn't struggle with it, but I didn't leave any shape, you know, like tear it like you do with a dull knife.
It's true.
I mean, that's the way we ruin our food. We're spending so much money on groceries right now. Why would we go and use a knife that, first of all, we sharpen it, right? Then we hit the steel with it. And then let's put this on your sandwich. You want a piece of the turkey on there?
Please.
And then after we do all that, then we have to clean it. This is gonna save you time. It's gonna save you money. It's gonna make the cooking process so much easier.
That's
so isn't that
right out of the oven.
Kat, you did an outstanding job on that.
Thank you so much.
I have to demonstrate my very favorite knife. My very favorite knife, and I mean, I've been cooking since I could walk. And I know that sounds a little absurd, but I would say I have been cooking all of my life. And I can tell you, I have chopped some onions in my time. Now I'm using the Rocking Chef. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show you how it just glides through perfectly. The indentations on it are fabulous because nothing builds up on it. If I wanted to, I could use this way to rock back and forth. So this is the little knob there, gives you a perfect a place to hold on to. But watch me use my chop and scoop. Now imagine that was my some shallots. Maybe that's my garlic. You simply move everything back in the center. My fingers are nowhere near the blade. The blade is super razor sharp. And no water is coming out of my onions. I'm getting perfect results. This is my favorite tool. And then afterwards, Kelly, I go scoop it right up, goes right into my saucepan, right into my stock pot.
So whether it's a soft tomato or it's hard cheese or salami or you're carving that, do you have the right knife to even just carve your turkey for the holidays? I mean, if you get this for just 2 of the knives that you might need, and consider giving the rest if you want to somebody else, think about this. 13 knives. And these, when you hear about how many millions of this brand have sold, I mean, this has been around for 30 years. This isn't some like
25
new
million
flash in the pan idea. You may have seen the infomercial, but I know our price is way better.
And I mean, I have actually used the blades to cut down palm branches in my backyard. You could literally cut down a Christmas tree. If you've ever seen the infomercial on it, the guy cuts into a piece of stone and then he cuts a tomato. So that's why people buy these. If you have knives like me, I probably have 10 sets of knives at home. But you know what I do every single time? I reach for the ones that I know are gonna work for me. You're gonna love the way that you can just throw them in the dishwasher. You're gonna love the results. You're gonna love the fact that you can save money buying fish with the skin on.
We have less than 1,500 sets left, guys.
Good
I'm
for
just
you.
letting you know these are going quickly. If you want them, the item to order is 796-149. This is an amazing knife set. Tell us really quickly again the fully forged story.
Okay, so what it is they're forged like carbon steel knives. We get the sharp, sharp, sharp edge at 2,000 degrees. Once we get it as thin as can be with the indentations, it's not stamped, then it goes into a cryogenic of nitrogen, where it actually changes the molecular structure of the metal, making them indestructible. That's why they keep the edge. No one else offers that. You're getting technology, value,
don't let
and
this price fool you.
of knives.
If you don't love them, you've got all the way through the end of January to send them back.
Cook through the holidays,
Cook
right?
through the holidays, exactly, with extended returns. This is quite impressive.
It is
really
impressive.
Is. I love that whole array. You're getting every one of those knives you just saw in that shot. It's extraordinary. Yeah, exactly. Because you'll use them all. You use them all. 796-149 is the item number. Thank you, Deb, and thank you for the snack.
Oh,
I wish I could
delicious?
sit down and have a turkey dinner with you with some stuffing and gravy.
We will soon.
By the way, you can always add another flex if you'd like to get these even more